Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. As you can see, the camera's still where it is. I haven't figured out how to get it on the mirror yet, but I'm just going to go with this. It's not too bad. Anyway, head shave. As you can see, there is a fair old bit of growth on there. I think it's about 3 weeks, maybe more. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a fair old bit on there. And I'm going to tackle it today with the Weck Shavette, or the Weck hair shaper, or the Weck straight razor with disposable blades, whatever you want to call it. Now, soap, it's going to be Sorrento from Moon Soaps. Now, I figured out what was happening before. I was actually getting in a little bit too quickly and too close to the camera with getting the autofocus, so a little bit further away and it focuses straight away. So Moon Soaps Sorrento, this is the original tallow formula, the very first soap that was released by Zach and Melody over at Moon Soaps, and it works so well. It's very slick. You probably hear all the cars going past. And it's a beautiful scent. Now, if you smelled the Lather Bros soap that's got the pink and blue flamingo on the front, I can't remember the name of it. Is it flamingo something? I don't know. It's very similar to that. It's a very fruity, tropical, citrus summer scent. There is no menthol in this, and as far as I'm aware, I've got no strength in my left wrist, so I picked that ball up and nearly dropped it. I don't think there is any. No, there's not. Let's see on there. There is no menthol in this balm either, so no menthol in these ones, which is a shame. I love menthol and it goes really well with citrus, but obviously a lot of people don't like it. So scent strength's a good 6 out of 10. It's a good strong scent. The brush, which I've just had soaking, is my Grey Dog 27mm Omega bow knot, so that's the Omega bow knot there. Now, I've got background defocus on here, so it's a little bit blurry in the background. Obviously it blurs everything out, makes you sort of pop right in front of it, makes whatever you stick in front of the camera pop as well, but it does give a little bit of a blur around the hairs, so if that's something that's annoying for people, then I can switch that off, but I quite like it. It makes the video pop a little bit. Now, the handle, this is Bloodwood and this is Spalted Oak. Now, the Spalted Oak actually came from Grey Dog's back garden, I'm assuming from a dead tree, and it is just an absolutely beautiful brush. It really is stunning. So I'm just going to dip that back in the warm water in the sink, flick out most of the excess. The reason I picked this brush is because I've got so much growth in my head. I need to be able to sort of get into the hair and swish it about and build the soap up. So it's going to be pretty hard to do that with a really soft synthetic. Now, this is a very soft tipped brush, but it's got a lot of backbone. And I think that is why Omega bow knots are better than Simulg. They really have a lot of backbone even when they're broken in. So I can use this on my face and it's soft enough for my face. Right, that's me loaded up. Beautiful. I shall wet my head. I just wet it not too long ago. You can see now where this like hair grows less here, and it's just a disaster. I tell you, shit being bald. I'd give anything really to get my hair back. I'm just gonna rinse that soap out now. I am using a different soap today for my face shave. I'll be using Mitchell's Wool Fat. Mainly because I've had a lot of questions about it over the past sort of month to 2 months. People struggling to lather it, and look, to be honest with you, I used to struggle to lather it. I think there's pretty poor quality control with their batches. I'll be back in a second. And I don't know why. I don't know why there's poor quality control from a company like Mitchell's, because it's. I'm just going to wet my head a little bit more and start painting this on so you can see. So this angle here, it's not actually too bad. I've watched them back. I've been watching my videos back, and I don't think it looks too bad. I might actually have to go back and get some more soap, because I don't think there's enough soap in this brush. Although, I could be wrong. It might just need a little bit of water to get it going. So I'm just going to dip the whole brush, or the tips, and get stuck back in. So you can see there, if I paint forward, all the hair sticks down. If I go back, it all pokes up. So the hair is very long. So really, if you were a head shaver, you would not. I've opened my little mirror. So to let so I can see the back of my head, and because I have the window open, it's blowing it open more, so I can't see my head. I've just fixed it. So I don't know how voluminous this lather will get, because it's very difficult to get to your skin when you've got this much hair growth. And like I said at the start, oh god, listen to that helicopter. This will be an interesting test for the microphone. See whether it picks me up at the helicopter, because that is pretty damn low. I do have the little, I don't know what they call it, I can't remember what you call it, the little muffler thing that you stick over your microphones to sort of get rid of wind noise and things. And the reason I'm using it in here is because I have a lot of echo in this bathroom, and it was really noticeable on the first videos that I did, so I put it on to see if it makes a difference. And if it does, I'll just keep it on all the time, because I'll use this outside with this little muff thing on, and then I'll use it in the bathroom as well. It looks a bit funky with it on as well. So the lather is building, it's taken a long time. And because I haven't done a head shave for so long, my arm is starting to ache already. And I can't use my left hand at all to help me, because my left hand is just screwed. I've got no strength in it whatsoever. Such a good scent. I don't know whether Zach and Melody went back to this original formula, because maybe, I don't know whether they just found that they were hitting dead ends with newer formulas, or maybe they're working on a really good formula and they're just releasing this scent and this base just to get it released. I don't know. But every other release that Moon Soaps has done has had a completely different base, different composition of ingredients, and different ingredients altogether, some of them. As you can see, it's a very thirsty soap. I'm just trying to get a little bit of shine on here, but it's taking its time. The wife's going to go nuts when she comes home, because she's actually enjoyed me having hair again, or what's left of my hair. She quite liked it, but I'm fed up with it. I do still have one spot on the back of my neck as well, so hopefully this doesn't aggravate it to the point that it starts becoming an issue again. Right, I'm going to go with that. Hopefully I've got enough soap in the brush to complete the rest of the passes, but we shall see. Right. The razor for today is this. You've seen it before, and it is the Weck. How does that go? Is it up that way? There we go. The Weck stainless surgical model, and this was released for the Army, the US Army, and I can't remember the name of this little logo here. I need to do a little bit more research on it. It's so shiny. Now this was new old stock, never used. I tried the original blades that came with it and they were pretty average. And what I've got in here today, courtesy of my good man Johan Granot over at Shave and Butcher, are Kismet blades. Now he sent me 12 of these. I was absolutely... he said he'd send me a couple of blades and ends up sending me 12. Hang on, I've just got a bit of lather on my camera here, not having that. He sent me 12, 2 packs of 6. These are pretty heavy for a pack of 6. I was quite surprised when I pulled them out, but packaged very well in cardboard, came and they looked brand new when they came out, and I'm really chuffed. Now I did a couple of test strokes with this blade on my face, just one hand with a little bit of lather on before I actually did a shave, and it was really smooth, so a little bit scary on the head, I have to say, but let's just see how it goes. I won't do the full shave with this, I'm just going to do what I can with it, but here we go. Any good? Holy shit. And that is buttery smooth. Like seriously smooth. I'm just going to grab a little bit of toilet roll just to wipe this blade on, because otherwise the sink just ends up chock block full of hair. Right, stroke number 2. Here we go. Wow. Well, I can tell you right now, these blades are sensational compared to the originals that I had. Look at that. I've also turned off the beauty filter, so my wrinkles are back. But I do find with the beauty filter on this camera, it does tend to take a little bit longer to focus. It loses its exposure and things. I don't know what I'm talking about really with all of that, but and this is directly against the grain. I know you don't really want to be looking at that because that's gross, but I think it's pretty amazing how well this is just slicing through this hair. Wow, look at that. Johan, I can only agree with you, mate. That is one of the smoothest blades I've ever used. It's definitely buttery smooth. It's very sharp, of course, but it's buttery smooth. It feels like I would expect a top quality edge on a straight razor to feel. That's sensational. Just dropped a big bit of salt here and there. Just get rid of that. So like I say, I'll do as much as I can. See, that's hurting my wrist to do that. Not hurting, but it's just at the point where it's about to hurt, so I just got to be careful. This isn't the sort of thing that I would recommend you do if you're new to wet shaving, or certainly if you're new to shaving your head. I wouldn't just tackle it with a Chevette, especially one with it's just open. There's nothing blocking that blade. I mean, it's pretty intimidating to look at, and if you don't get your angles right, you will just chew your head up. Sorry, there'll be blood. It'll be a bloodbath. Surprisingly, this is so smooth. I don't feel like I'm going to have a bloodbath. Right, this is a little bit more awkward doing this bit. You can just see how it's just peeling it off. And you can also just see just how good the autofocus is in this camera. But obviously, see how that went really dark there. This is still deeming it as a backlit shot because of the amount of light coming in. Just grab another piece of toilet roll. So obviously my lather may not survive on the brush. Wow, just incredible. That's just melting it off. What do you reckon? Any good? That's fucking incredible. And I have to say, I'm barely, it just feels like it's not cutting it, it's just going straight through. I'm a bit apprehensive here because this is, if it slips, goodbye to you. It's going through the hair so easily that it doesn't feel like it would actually slip. And that's, look at that. I can tell you right now, there's no way, look at that. There's no way I'd be getting that type of shave with the old blades. This blade's just phenomenal. I don't know why I keep showing you. Now what I can do, let me have a look here. I can actually hopefully do this from behind and you can see the stroke. What do you reckon? It's not bad, eh? I did attempt to actually buy these. I actually bought these blades from a seller in Germany. Very, very well priced, but I couldn't get them shipped. He basically emailed me straight away, said I'm really sorry, but because of COVID-19 I can't ship them over to you, I can't get them to you, which is fair enough. So as a result I had to cancel the purchase and I couldn't get them, and Johan came to the rescue, and now I'm able to show you just how good Kismet blades are. They're really, really good. I mean, this is, I don't know, maybe borderline the best blade I've ever used. I think I would probably even go as far as say it is. That it's so smooth and sharp. It does exactly what you want. What more can you ask for, really? And that is me done and dusted with the Weck. I'm not going to do any more with it. I think that's a fantastic shave so far. Well, I certainly can't grumble with it. I'm so impressed. I'm just going to close this up now. This is just a beautiful razor, it really is. But we can have a look at that afterwards again, just to show off the camera. Look at that. I know you don't want to see that because that's absolutely disgusting, but you can't help yourself. Right, let's just have a bit of a feel. There's obviously loads of hair left, but considering what I started with, that is pretty impressive. Especially on the back. I know there's lots of chunks left on here, there's a big chunk there and things, but I can't get it all. You just can't. There's just too much hair to get in one pass. So we shall finish off now with the leaf razor from leafshave.com. You can also get it from Biome or biome.com.au. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, that's probably your quickest and best bet, and they are priced pretty much the same anyway. There we go. So the leaf razor, which is here, is pretty much the best head shaving razor that I've ever used. It's just stunning. It's very well built, it's heavy, it's got a great grip on it. When it gets wet, it's not the best. I find the matte finish from this, I've got a matte silver one in the shower that the wife uses. It's got a bit better grip, but it's not too bad. As long as you don't get it covered in the soap, you should be okay. And there's your Leaf logo down there as well. It's just a brilliant razor. Now I've got 3 Kismet Super Iridium blades in here. Super Iridium blades in here, as good old Mike Friedberg would say. And here we go, straight against the grain. Shouldn't be too much here. These are also very, very smooth. Very sharp, efficient blades. There's a lot of hair there. Just see if we can eradicate it. Obviously you can't really see much. I know generally in my head shaves you don't see much anyway because my head faces the back. There's quite a bit of hair there as well. So as you can see, the razor is getting full of longer hairs, but you give it a quick shake in the warm water and it's crystal clear again. Thankfully, Moon soaps, it's a very, very slick soap, so I shouldn't have any issues with slickness. It should just be gliding through the hair. I may have to come back just for a third pass because of the amount of hair, but mainly just a touch-up pass hopefully. Very slick soap. So I can feel now that it's not cutting, and that's because it's full of hair over the blades and it just stops the blade getting to the skin. This isn't a very aggressive razor. It does have an efficient blade near the base, but it's not an efficient razor in terms of aggressiveness. And yes, I am having to go over certain bits here quite consistently. I'm just starting to empty this sink and get more hair back on the razor than I'm putting in the water. Gotta say, it's nice being able to get my left hand back on my skin again and just have a bit of a feel as I'm shaving. It really does make a head shave much more enjoyable and much closer, being able to feel around. so far. I'm not BBS, but I'm pretty damn close. So let's just wet the head, have a bit of a feel. Yeah, there's a couple of little bits. Thankfully there's no real, I'm not feeling any stinging, no pain or anything like that, which is good. There's not a lot of soap left in this brush. Hopefully I've just got enough to just get a paint on. This is what happens when you take too long to shave. How far are we in? So 25 minutes in here. I knew this was going to be long, but I just wanted to enjoy it. So there's literally hardly any soap left. Just going to grab what's left in the brush, which is nothing. Just do a full pass. I think I'll just go. So this part of the shave really, this is the final touches. This is when the slickness is all you really need, and you really need it because this is just blades on skin now. So without the slickness, this is when you get the irritation. This is when you get all the little weepers, all the little issues. I'm not sure how many uses I've had on these blades. There's not been too many, to be honest. I think this may be like the 6th shave on them, 5th or 6th shave, but I can feel now that it is starting to sort of just struggle a little bit with actually getting down to BBS. So I'm having to really smash the same areas over and over again, which isn't ideal. Just catching that lower part of my neck. As you can see, it picks up a lot of longer hairs down there. It's another reason why I don't like growing my hair out, because I don't go to the barbers, I can't trim my neck and clean it all up, make it look neat. So when my hair gets to this line, it just looks shit. Yeah, it is struggling just to get this last little bit, to get it skin close. Whereas everywhere else, it's pretty much spotless. Obviously on the tighter bits of skin, on your crown and generally the back of my head, it's a little bit harder to get the BBS. You really need a sharp blade. I think that is about as good as I'm going to get it. I think if I want to get closer, I'm going to have to put new blades in this razor. So I should change these ones out, chuck in some new blades for the next shave. I'm just going to have a bit of a feel. In fact, no, I won't. What I'll do, I'll put the balm on, and then when I put the balm on, I can have a bit of a feel. So we're using Sorrento post-shave balm, also from Moon Soaps, and there is the ingredients list I showed before. Moonsoaps.com. It's just brilliant stuff. Now the thing I like about this, it's a glass bottle, but it's also got a very, very good. Well, saying that, this one's like grease lightning when it comes out. It pisses out. Let's see if I can get this to work here without making an absolute mess. There you go. 2 little sprays, squirts, whatever you want to call it. Lovely jubbly. And here we go. Oh, what a scent. What a scent. Definitely one of my favourite citrus summer scents. Even though it's not summery, it's freaking freezing over here at the moment. It is our winter. And that's a very, very close, comfortable shave. I don't think there's really any blood at the back. Just give you a bit of a view. You'll see a few spots and red marks in the back of my neck. And that's the stuff that I've been contending with and why I grew my hair out. But wow, really, really happy with that. I'll just pop off the defocus and hopefully that'll be a little bit clearer view. But that is nothing to be sniffed at. Ah, where are we? Where are we? I'll just rinse this brush out. 32 minutes? What the fuck is going on? Need to recharge it at some point. It's the only problem. When you use a phone, you get way more than 32 minutes record, way more than an hour record time, I think. I think on a full charge on the iPhone or the Samsung, I would have got a good couple of hours of 4K. So there we have it, folks. What a head shave that was. Sorrento from Moon Soaps. Beautiful labels, really, really nice, well done. Good sized tubs. You get, is it 6 ounces from memory? Let me have a look. Where is it? Is it on the lid? Must be on the lid. Yes, so just down the bottom here. 6 ounces of soap. I can't remember how much these are, but they're not that much for 6 ounces of soap. It's a heavy tub. To be honest, it's great if you're buying this one soap and this is all you're going to use. Labels are brilliant. Hand rendered tallow in the house from Zach, and he was a butcher. He now makes soap. He renders his own tallow from, I think it's from, I don't know whether it's from their own cattle or whatever, I'm not sure. It's just a beautiful citrus scent though, stunning. The brush, oh, what more can you say about that? The good old Grey Dog 27mm Omega knot. I'll just turn this defocus off and see if it looks any better. See if we can get some real good, yeah, that's definitely better for the hairs and things like that. Brilliant. Just a stunning brush. Very ergonomic. I love the sort of key handle type shape on it. Keyhole shape. Really, really nice. The razor of choice to knock off the biggest majority of the hair was the Weck. The Weck stainless steel Sextoblade. There's still a hair on there. With a brand new Kismet blade. Now this is a relatively heavy razor. You can see there, made in the USA. Look at the shine on that, it's just stunning. Weck. There we go. Just amazing. The downside to this is, and the thing I like about it, I mean this is solid stainless here. This isn't like patchwork quilt stuff. The only time it actually thins out to that solid there, the tang is solid, runs all the way through, up through here, and you can see there's a little hole there. So this whole top part here is just, I don't know whether it's glued or welded onto here. As you can see underneath, you can see where that solid part runs through the middle. The focus on this camera is absolutely incredible. I love it, absolutely love it. There's no way I could have done that type of focus and so accurately with any other means that I've used before, iPhone or anything. And the iPhone had cracking focus, but nothing like this. Finished off today with the leaf razor, which is just an absolutely brilliant razor. Needs some new blades in there, but the blades are cheap, they last long enough, and it's a smooth shaver for me, eco-friendly. They've just been certified as well, because they only use cardboard and paper and metal. They don't use any plastics at all. Really, really good stuff. And finished off today with the Sorrento post-shave balm from Moonsoap, which is brilliant. And like I say, I mean, that's completely absorbed. It's a very, very close shave. It's not 100% BBS like I'd like, but it's pretty darn close. And with that, I'm going to move on to my face shave. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.